We're not going to talk about the horse thief today, but I want to talk to you about how you can find your ancestor story just by looking at one record. That's what I'm doing for my follower's ancestor, Laura Badiger. She lived in Columbus, Ohio, and just from this 1910 census for her, I was able to learn a lot about her and her family. So she was living in 1910 in Columbus, Ohio with her parents and her one sister. And on the census, it says that her mother reported having 8 children, but only 2 were still living. So just from that, I know that Laura had 6 siblings that passed away before 1910. From that clue, I was able to then look for death records because from Ohio, there is death records available for free on Family Search. I found all of the death records. She only had one already attached in her family tree, so I was able to find the 5 other death records for her siblings to see their cause of death. I saw that 3 of her siblings died when Laura was 9 years old, 2 of them from measles, one from burns, so I'm not sure exactly what happened in that situation. She also had a brother that died from spinal meningitis when Laura was 16 years old. And then she had a sister that died at age 4 when Laura was 1.5 from burns also. So all of these things can help me understand a little bit more about Laura's life, about her upbringing, and how she experienced some of those hardships. Another thing that I found from the census was their address. This is their address that was found on the census records. So then I looked that up on Google Maps and I think that this is their house. So now I can see where they would have lived. I can also see her father's occupation. He was an engineer at a soap factory. So then I did some research seeing what soap factories there were in Columbus, Ohio at the time, kind of looked where that could have been in relation to where they lived, how far he would have had to travel to work every day. I also saw that Laura, she was 17 years old and she was, I think this says working at a lamp factory. So I did some research about lamp factories. I also saw that her father was from Germany, that he immigrated to the United States in 1869. And I also saw that they were renting their home. So you can see just from this one census record, all of the clues that I was able to find, all of the details I was able to find, that then when I look into that deeper, I can start building Laura's story. Each week, I look at the life of one of my followers' ancestors. If you would like me to look into the life of one of your ancestors, just hit follow. Make sure you're following me. Hit like on this video, comment me, and then DM me with information about the ancestor that you want to learn about. The next video, I'm hoping to learn some more about Laura's future husband, who was a horse thief and died in prison 8 years after they were married. So if you want to hear more of the story, make sure you stick around and we'll see you in the next video.